The Promise by Damon Galgut won the Booker Prize for Fiction last year, and I will admit, before reading it, I was apprehensive, purely because all I knew about it was that it was to do with post-apartheid South Africa, which is a topic that's very heavy, very intense. It can be very depressing. It's similar to books about the Irish Troubles. I was very wary when a book's about either of these two historical moments because they just have a habit of really getting you in a chokehold. And, you know, typically I want something a bit more casual when I'm picking a book off the shelf. And that's not to take anything away from the cultural significance of apartheid era South Africa. I understand that it continues to reverberate through South Africa's geopolitical climate. I mean, I'm not trying to diminish that at all. It's just reading wise, you have to be in the mood for it. So you can imagine my surprise when I tell you that I thoroughly enjoyed The Promise, and it's a very light and breezy book. I mean, sure, heavy shit happens, but the reason that it stuck out to me so much is because it's so irreverent. It doesn't take itself too seriously, even though the subject material is so serious. Perhaps I'm just a twisted person, but this book reads a lot more like a black comedy than a sort of serious look at this historical time period. It's very scathing. The social commentary really has like a bite to it. You can tell that Damon Galgut is making, you know, a sort of mockery of these privileged white people, and there is an element of that that's entertaining. The dad of this rich white South African household has died, and in his like sort of dying wishes he wanted to give Salome, the black housemaid, the annex that she's been living in all these years. But of course, because the family are all horrible white racists, none of them want Salome to get the annex. And so I won't, you know, give away anything more, but it's definitely a story of what goes around comes around. And there's definitely like the evil part of you will enjoy what happens. I'll just say that. And it's a shame because I think compared to other more recent Booker Prize winners, this book sort of fades into obscurity. I think it's worth a read.